Back on it, I
think. Right, everybody's made it back safely from the warm-up lap. I've got to go down to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th row, middle of the 7th row. Somebody is unfortunately missing. That looks like Frank Montini, who I think picked up a prize yesterday as well. Maybe he's been celebrating with the beer tokens. So, what's the lights? Is the cry. The lights go out, and AJ hooks up beautifully from that pole position, as you kind of expect already. He's got a 2 or 3 bike length lead as he makes his way up to Coppers. Michael Mills is trying to go with him, I think. Also in the mix there, Sam Hurst has got away quite well, and they disappear off around out of my sight, mate. But I think there's going to be a familiar white Triumph out in front.
You are correct, mate, as he pulls out Charlie's 2 and the other lot quite happy to try and chase him down. Second place man, who did you see who got second?
Not really, mate. I'm afraid.
Second place man gained a bit on the
might be Michael Mills, but I'm not going to confirm that.
Okay, we'll wait and see when they come back round to you. But I can see AJ still in front, and it's 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, as quick as that, as they come round into the gooseneck. So yeah, second place has not given up on this. He looks closer than I'd expect, but as they go down into Mansfield, there's no change there from what I can see, and they come back to the chicane before you, chap. And there they are, ready for you.
Yeah, they certainly are. They're coming out under the bridge there. Now, obviously, yesterday he did a 33.3, did AJ, and he's absolutely dominated things, running away once again with the race. You kind of almost expect that from AJ, I suppose, winning by nearly 6.5 seconds at the end of the day. As he goes up the top of the mountain, back round, we'll get the confirmation of exactly where everybody is when they come back round to us. But AJ, definitely a class act. Former MRO600 winner, of course, and picked up the Milano Trophy for his efforts that year. Former power bike winner, former TZR champion, of course. And here we go over the line there. And it is Sam Hurst who's taken the fight to him. Sam, of course, was on pole position yesterday as well as Jenkins Kyle, who's moved up to 3rd place. Michael Mills hasn't had a good opening lap, actually. He's dropped a couple of places. Then it's Gary Johnson, Gareth Cunningham, Reese Forrest, Will Howarth, who leads the clubman's ahead of the mate. Go on, mate.
Oh, big slide from Hurst as he tries to hunt down AJ. That's just given a little bit of 1 bike length extra to AJ, but Hurst is fully on it in this one. They were gapping 3rd and 4th as they came round Charlie's 2, but he put a bit too much juice through that back tyre and it broke away on him, but he gathered it all together and he's still in the hunt for AJ. Right, as they come round, yeah, he's actually gained what he lost back by the looks of it round Chris Curve. So it's a 1, 2 followed by 3, 4, 5, 6 as they go into Mansfield. They're just about to come back to the chicane before you with AJ in front and Hurst still there in 2nd, hunting him down.
He's not letting that slide get in his way. No, he's not letting that slide get in his way at all, is he, mate? He's definitely pushing AJ very hard indeed.
He wants it.
He absolutely wants it. He was on pole yesterday. He's won races here before as well on this machine, if I remember rightly, from last year. The youngster from Halifax, the Team Valley Racing guys around there, and they do an absolutely amazing job. In fact, Sam picked up a couple of wins last year. I'm just having a quick look. I do see, I'm sure one of them was here at Cadwell Park, because it was absolutely picked up a win here at Cadwell Park. And it was his only win of last year, actually, as he finished 4th in the championship. They come across the line and away they go. And let's have a quick look at the gaps here as AJ leads with a 33.3, so he's gone as quick as he did yesterday. Hurst, however, right behind him in a 33.6, and Mills. Jenkins goes back behind Mills, then it's Cunningham. Gary Johnson loses a place to Cunningham, then Forrest, May, Howarth, who's lost the lead in the Clubman Championship at the moment, but plenty of time to catch up, because this race, don't forget, is a little bit longer. This one's a 9-lap race, so don't get excited after 7 laps, mate. We've got to get excited after 8.
Thanks for preempting my mistake. It looks like, as you say, AJ's straight back on yesterday's pace, but Hurst has increased his pace to match AJ, so we could have a good scrap all the way through this end of this 9-lap race, mate. They're coming down now to Mansfield. It's a 1, 2, 3 on his own. Third place is Mills on his own a bit, and then you've got 4th, 5th and 6th like that. They're out. Oh, there's a big gain there from Hurst.
I was going to say, Hurst has all of a sudden pulled back 14 seconds from AJ, so he's coming through the bottom of the mountain. Sam is not giving up on this. He wants this win. He knows he can go quicker than anybody else here at Cadwell Park, and he's desperate to prove it once again as they go across the top of the mountain. I'll get confirmation of exactly where they are when they come round. There were 6/10 for separating 1st and 2nd, and it was Mills, Jenkins, Cunningham, Johnson, Spreading out throughout the field. Where's Jack Muir? He came across the line last time in 12th place as well. So again, not a brilliant effort from the man who won a race in Donington. Here we go then. AJ leads Hurst across the line. I tell you who's getting close actually, mate. I wouldn't be surprised if he's the quick to the track.
Yeah,
exactly.
1:33.260 for Mills in third. Fastest lap in the race right there.
And it was actually Hurst who went quickest in sector 1, Mills in sector 2 there. So that just shows that there are some little bit faster times there. In fact, there is a 32 on the cards. It's out there somewhere, mate. Just somebody's got to string them together.
Looks like people have been fiddling with their settings overnight, and they're bringing that speed with them onto the track today.
Sounds like somebody's gone back to paddock, just hearing on the radio in the background there. I'll see who drops off the leaderboard in just a moment. I think they've already dropped off the board, unfortunately, so far now I can't see them. We're going to be picking them up at the gooseneck now, aren't we, mate?
Yeah, it looks like AJ's got the hammer down here. He's put a bit of a gap in to second place Hurst, and Mills is chipping away at second place, and it looks like he's gaining. So we could see another fastest lap here from AJ or Mills in third place.
Mills goes in purple into third place there, so he is absolutely flying. In fact, I think Hurst could have his hands full of a bit of Mills very shortly today. Michael, another one of my customers at Sports Bike Shop in Harlow there, and yeah, he is coming very quickly indeed. I think AJ just a little bit of an advantage there. It was 0.497 over the line last time, covering the top 3 riders was 2.5 seconds, but I reckon that's going to come down to well under 2 seconds. AJ has a quick look under his armpit. He's not checking with the BO. I think he's checking the gap there. Over he comes. He's not getting any sort of board down there, I don't think, AJ. And he is now 0.6 of a second to the good. But Mills, who's the quickest on the track? 33. Yep.
1:33.115.
And again, he doesn't do anything special in the second sector because I think he put it caught with Hurst.
He is right on the back of Hurst here as they come out of Charlie's 2 now. It looks like AJ is still being consistent, and it's going to be down to whether or not Mills and Hurst can get their act together to catch up. Consistency might be the key here with AJ, because we know he is so consistent, and it looks like the guys around him, they're doing these faster laps, but they're not quite maintaining them.
That's right, yeah, no, AJ will just pump in those 33, mid-33s, so just bang those in time and time again, basically.
Yeah, second and third joined at the hip now as they come down to Mansfield, and there's an overtake, yes, there's an overtake there from Mills, diving up the inside on Hurst in Mansfield, so we'll see whether he made that stick as they come back out. Yes, and he's made that stick into second place. Coming back to you, Keith.
Yeah, AJ, all this scrapping, of course, is allowing AJ to escape that little bit. You lose those fractions of a second here and there. Now, the man we've got to think might be able to close the gap, because he do it for the entire race, is indeed Michael Mills, who's, again, another man who's won races in this class in the past, and he'd love to pull one over in AJ. And AJ, though, fastest man in the first sector, was indeed AJ. He's opened up that gap. He obviously had that look over his shoulder and thought, you know what, I might just open up the throttle a little bit more now. A little bit quicker. Fastest man on the track, Mills, for the 33.115 last time round. Wouldn't be surprised to see a low 33 from AJ. Let's see, yeah, 33.252 PB for him, and that's a quarter of a second quicker than anybody else on the track that time. So now all of a sudden the gap is out to 1.5 seconds. So if Mills is going to do anything, he really needs to try and go with AJ here. He's come across the line 0.5 second slower than AJ. He needs to open the taps, push on hard, and try and open the gap between himself and Hurst. But obviously, Sam's going to go with him as well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's done that 0.5 second slower whilst he's doing the overtake. So we'll see now with this clear lap whether he can maintain those. Because he was, if you remember, he's the fastest man on the track. With the best lap time so far, so if he can get some of those strung together, he could be giving AJ a problem in the next 2 laps.
I tell you who else is going backwards. Actually, I've just realised on the screen is Will Howarth. He was leading the clubman, so that would have put him at about 7th place, but unfortunately James May's gone past to take the lead in the clubman. But also Kai Dickinson, Tyler Donovan, Jack Muir will they also found their way past as well. So I think things aren't quite 100% with the Howarth machine at the moment, mate.
Well, we've got 4th, 5th and 6th here as well, buddy, with Johnson and Jenkins. They're all covered by a blanket, basically.
Yep.
So there's a lovely little scrap going on between those 2. I keep having a quick look at them in Mansfield, but no overtakes so far that I've seen.
Andy Gill just outside the overall top 15, moves to 13th in class. So Andy Gill's trying to get his mojo back for the first time back on a bike for quite a while. Good to see the former Milano Trophy back and Formula 400 champion, of course, joining us. Here we come then over the line then. We are finishing lap 6, so we're 2/3 of the way into the race, and we've got our first 32 of the weekend, made it to 32.884. Mills is coming. He's closed that gap down to 7/10 of a second, so watch Michael Mills, mate. He's got his mojo. He only goes green in sector 1, but he's got purple in sector 2.
Visibly closer as they come out of Charlie's 2, so as I said earlier, if we can string another 1 or 2 of those laps together, he's going to be on the back of AJ before AJ knows it. He might have to check his BO again.
Yeah, I reckon he'll have to give it a good old snort of the lilt. Right, let's have a look. In fact, I'll tell you what, he was so much faster than AJ on that lap, he could actually be right on his tail at the end of this lap if he can maintain that sort of pace.
Closer again through the gooseneck, and he's gained a little bit on the way into where he did the overtake earlier on Hurst. He's closed a little bit down into Mansfield, and he's right up behind him now as they come back to you.
Sam looking quite safe in that 3rd place there, 1.8 seconds off the money. Here comes Mills at the bottom of the mountain. He's not looking for an overtake there. What he is doing though is right on the tail of AJ now. There is literally a wheel size between the two of them. Over the top we go then. It's about a bike length, so it's pretty much nothing. They go through the hall bends, they disappear out of my sight. It's so annoying we haven't through the cameras.
Wouldn't be surprised to see another fastest lap here from Mills.
Well, I would actually, because they both gone yellow in the first sector. But interestingly, it's half a second quicker for Mills over AJ, and he's now got a perfect toe down the front straight. Here they go then. Over the line they go. There's just 2 laps left in this race. Can Mills pull out a Coppers? He can't do it there, but AJ knows he's got company. Nothing purple coming in. They're both in the 33s, but it's a mid-33 for AJ, a low 33 for Mills this time. Hurst has been dropped. He's 3 seconds back, having a bit of a lonely race here to Gary Johnson, Cunningham and Jenkins, but the Bleeders are back with you, mate.
Right, there they go, down the park straight. There's no visible gain here from Hills on Johnson at the moment as they run up to Park Corner, but we'll wait to see when they come back into sight into Chris Curve, whether that gap's still been the same. And it is at the moment. So far we've still got AJ out front with Mills in second as they run down into the gooseneck. Now they're going to have a bit of a back marker in front of them in a minute, and I reckon that's going to be right about when they get to the mountain as Hills close up again on the brakes down into Mansfield. Nothing between them now as they come to the chicane just before they come back to you, chap.
Okay, I'm watching the back marker come out on the chicane. I don't think they're going to get him at the bottom of the mountain, mate. Hopefully they're going to catch him on the front straight. It doesn't look like the slowest of back markers, rather fortuitously, but once again, nose to tail. Literally the gap is exactly the same as it was last time. They're going to come across and they're going to get the hurry up flag in a moment. So if Mills has got a plan, he's going to have to execute it surely. What do you reckon? Another sneaky pass down into Mansfield could be on the cards?
Well, it depends whether he lines him up down the start-finish straight, because he had a good run out there last time, and if he can run in through Coppice, because he's not been close enough before down into to Mansfield, so make him stick. He's got the ability to get down in there if he's close enough, I think, because of the setup of his bike, etc.
Okay, back markers made no difference at all. They've come across the line there. They're separated by 0.184 of a second. They're both in the 34s. That'll be the back marker effect. They disappear up towards Coppice. They're going to go over Charlie's 1, down from Charlie's 2, back into your sight. Call the ball as they go on up to Park Straight once again.
As close as they have been, so I think we might see a move at the end of Park Straight here. Mills is right up in the slipstream. Right up in the slipstream is whether or not he decides to try up the inside here. I can't tell if he's made that there. Can't tell if he's managed to throw that up the inside. Don't think he has. So we're looking again. We're back. We're going to be looking at Mansfields. Waiting to see them come. Yeah, it's definitely AJ in front as they come round Chris Curve, running into the gooseneck. They are as close as they've ever been. Mills is definitely going to go for the overtake. And he's gone for it. He's gone for the overtake down into Mansfield, and AJ's had to give way there.
AJ's a very clean rider. He's not going to go knocking paint off people's bikes unless he needs to. You're right, there goes Mills into the lead. He's got to hold on to it for another half a lap or so, down at the bottom of the mountain. No chance for AJ to get past there now. I think AJ will realise exactly who he's racing against, and I think he'll know he doesn't need to beat Mills. No, Mills is going to push on as hard as he can. He has gone purple at sector 1. We could be on for another fastest lap. We're very close indeed. Just 0.3 of a second away from the magic lap record. Will Michael Mills be able to claim that along with a win? We'll wait and see as they disappear through the trees out of our sight once again. Behind them, Hurst still having that lonely race well ahead of Johnson, Cunningham, but most of the battles are settled. Here we go then. AJ's working the line. Oh wow, that's a very close finish. Now, I'll tell you what. Alright, okay, it's got AJ winning by 0.001. I tell you what, I think Mills started celebrating just that little bit young riders need to learn. You do not celebrate, and I know I'm up here with Nick Weston. That is something he'll put into his kids like Lucas and Zach. You do not celebrate until we've seen that so often in racing. It ain't over till the fat bird says you've crossed the line. That will literally go down to a photo finish. I'll go down in a moment when you're running through the next grid. And I'll tell you what, I think I was going to say to Nick, I've only got the one microphone up here, which is why I'm wearing the headset and talking into this microphone. Yeah. But I'll tell you what you can do. You can have a chat with Nick, because I'm going to pop down and have a quick look at the old photo finish there, mate, and see, because that was as close a finish as I've ever seen. I think Nick has also been watching racing for a long time. And, wow. Wow, that was point. It is literally point. I'm gonna grab a screen grab of that actually, mate. Do you want to run us through the rest of the field there, mate?
No problem, mate. No problem. We got Lucas King on pole, unsurprisingly, because he was the class of the field yesterday on a 144.054. Followed there by Harry Burrell and Leo Suyu, Dan Bray, Alfie Garrett, William Round, Danny Huskinson, Harley Baker, Chloe Gleeson, George Cowie, Ollie Evans and Alex Mann, then Mike Brunston, Annabelle McCarthy, Danny Lees, Ewan Bainborough, Isabel Wingate and Austin Wilton, Lucas Eggington and Lee Horwood. And we've got the, because obviously this is a